Hello everyone, I am Gefepido, and this is part 2 of Orbital Force. Anyway, things have been going pretty well so far. So let's see. Yeah, 'cause, Hound Mech totally needed more move, right? Still can't complain. Let's see. Kind of really want the building target upgrade, but a lot of good upgrades to go around, really. And, honestly, like I said on the Discord, if the Nova satellite ends up needing to float on liquid, the Vec invasion has really gone fucking wrong. Still, I'll have to see what other skill... Okay, well, I actually don't know how some of the various skills would interact with Nova satellite. I suppose some would be extremely good and some would be extremely useless. Excuse me. No point overthinking it in advance, so... Watchtower, not too bad aside from, well... Scion is moderately annoying but doable. The Roach Leader is, well, I'd be relying on the Nova satellite to do much damage to it. Candyland, I was thinking I'd probably do this one, because I'd like to get, well, not too bad aside from the Plasmodia and Reactive Scion, and probably for the best I get those cleared before more nasty things get added to the lineup. And, Nautilus could be worse. I might like to have a bit more damage going before I, try to kill 5 goos or whatever the requirement are for the boss fight. Still, yeah, I think I'm gonna do Candyland. Why not? Oh, good, the Cedar. This should be pretty doable. Well, let's not jump to conclusions here, but... fucking Reactive Scion. What a delight they are. Well... Oh, right, yeah. Doesn't matter where I put the satellite, but, yeah, maybe I can get the Hornet to come over here. Unless the Roach does first, but, Still, now that I have the 2 drone upgrade on Swarm Mech, I'm relatively comfortable. What is that guy doing? Oh wait, if he started on the gum, that explains it completely. Alright, and, oh hey, I guess if I pushed this guy over to hit the termites, then that'd be a kill. Plus he'd damage the... he'd end up getting bumped into the Scion as well, which would be a nice touch. Hang on, with this... Okay, that would work, but I'd prefer to not need to do it. Though I guess I could have Hound Mech just get over here and then run over to hit the... That would work fine. Get the termites, damage this dude, although... And then I could follow up by, yeah, making a Strawberry Mountain and pushing the spawn. Over here, Oh wait, I could actually shove the Scion onto the spawn immediately. That would also be... Yeah, I could... Right, hang on, let me see here. I believe the Nova satellite has 3 range now, so, like, if I had Swarm Mech shoot drones, I could have 1 drone move here, have the Nova satellite blast this termite out of existence, then have the drone shove the Scion here, then have the other drone, I guess, shove this Hornet. Then, Hound Mech can do the thing where Alpha Roach gets put here to, you know, kill that termite for me. And I can put a mountain wherever the hell I feel like. Now... And cedar, sure, why not? Yeah, much like the Terraformer, the cedar mission isn't usually too bad. Plus, the cedar's a bit more flexible than the Terraformer, if that choice of words makes sense. Okay, let's see here. It's kind of tempting to get over here and just shove... Well, no, wait. If I attack the Scion, it just dies. Which, to be honest, ain't bad. I mean, I would not mind the Scion dying, obviously. I suppose I could just... Let me see. The satellite would do 2 damage to the Roach. How shameful. Though, I guess I could shove the Roach onto this spawn, then blast the Roach while shoving the Scion onto here, while also pushing the Hornet again, because why not? And then, what's Hound Mech even doing? I guess Hound Mech could end up blocking this spawn if I feel like it, or just get somewhere and repair it. Almost doesn't matter. One step at a time, I suppose. Yeah, I could have Hound Mech block this spawn, but do I really want to do that? If I'm gonna have only 2 Vec on the field, yeah, that's a good way to end up with far too many spawn points on the next turn. Also, I've got the Cedar, so I can just snuff the Vec of my choice on the next 2 turns, which does tend to make things simpler for everyone. Now, it slightly amuses me to think I could... Like, technically I could move Swarm Mech here, have a drone shove this Roach here, and then have another drone block that spawn, but, you know. Might want to have the Cedar save itself here, just because that's the most convenient thing. And the Hornet has a lot of health. Let's see. So I might have the Cedar just kill this Hornet, then have Hound Mech step here, or no, wait. Have Swarm Mech. Let launch a drone here and here. Then make the one go here and have Hound Mech block the spawn and break the Hornet against it. And then have the other one, or did I? The other one should, I think, first shove the roach onto here. I don't think I explained my thought process very well, for which I apologize. Anyway, let's just get this part out of the way before some idiot named Geppetto forgets. Oh, right, there's still a satellite. I suppose I could push Swarm Mech onto the spawn point just to make a point, but, you know. Oh, there's the Plasmodia. You know, I had almost forgotten they were around. I realize this doesn't matter, but you know. This also doesn't matter. Whatever. I am curious if there's a reason why the scout drones are shaped like a plus sign or something. Anyway, let's see. Hound Mech, already very mobile. I don't know. I feel like the thing I need most right now is building target, just in case. Because that might save my ass in a rough situation, but I'm reluctant to hold on to a single core that I... No, wait, there's definitely a time pod coming at least once, unless I missed something, so... for now, I think I'll hold it. Foolish as that may be. Let's see if I can survive this. Alright, no killing Vec on the blanket, no killing Vec on the blanket. Should I put Swarm... Yeah, I'm not overly concerned about Swarm Mech's positioning. Perhaps I should be, but I'm not. The scout drones have proven pretty flexible, all things considered. So, my inclination is to... I could have Swarm Mech get here, shoot a drone here and another here, have the Nova satellite just blow this termite up, and then the other one can shove the roach off, and then, I don't know. I guess Hound Mech could smack it against the wall a bit. Or could start damaging the termites over here, which would actually be... Alternatively, I guess I could have the other drone block this spawn. Or, no, wait. The drone that isn't pushing the roach could block this spawn after I blow this up. I forgot that was a thing. Honestly, the action economy when you get 2 drones early is kind of wild. Or, you know, if I'd planned that better, I could have shoved this roach onto that spawn. Or I could do that right now, in fact. Should I block this spawn? Maybe. I feel like it's going to end poorly if I do, but on the other hand... Whatever. Okay, if he wants to do that, fine. Okay, so... Let's see. If Hound Mech went over here and just bashed that guy, it'd be well and good, I suppose, but... Might make more sense to have one drone shove the roach here, then Hound Mech can go here and shove the roach onto that spawn again. Then, hell, I could have the satellite blast this roach down to 1 health, just to make the point. And the other swarm, or the other drone, can block this spawn for all I care. I don't care about this termite that much. Or, you know, I do, just not, like, a lot. And since the damage happens to be perfect to whittle this loser down. Okay, so next turn there will be... Okay, good enough. Okay, he wants to block that spawn, that's cool. I mean, are these guys even trying at this point? Hang on, what happens if I shove this guy over here? Like, if he's down to 2 health over here, then Rook does 1 damage with acid, so... They just hit each other, I guess, though... Under the circumstances, it would probably make more sense to put the roach on this spawn. And just let this termite block. On the third hand, it's not like I want to have my units blocking everything all the time. On the fourth hand, I could just kill the roach immediately and have drones run around. And I don't even have a plan for what the satellite's doing at this point, which is kind of hilarious. Yeah, I may as well just... Why not? I think I'll manage somehow. Okay, so I could get some scout drone XP over there, I think. I probably could have worked harder to get this guy dead as well, but I don't really care. Don't want to spend all evening nitpicking myself over 2 experience points. 5 for few. Oh, fuck you too. On the third hand, I do have the scout drones to do a lot of the heavy lifting here. And I suppose the Nova satellite doesn't have to kill everything. It can, you know, push, I guess. You know, if you're boring. Tatu, I cannot believe you did this to us with the mass gum thing. Truly are cruel. Ooh, nice. Yes, there's my pad. Oh, right, the gum. The awkward thing is, oh, right, I could push the roach onto the, hell, this is the only problem. Heck, I could just have the satellite blast here and have done with these two. And then, no, wait, okay, I can put, swarm, well, yeah, satellite could go here, and this is clean. Oh, if I do that, then I could even and shove the Hornet onto that spawn. Yeah, okay, I could satellite blast here, pushing this lot. Then I could get Swarm Mech here, put a drone here and here, and the drones shove these two onto the spawns. And then, I don't know, I guess Hound Mech can smack this termite once, maybe, if I'm feeling spicy. I don't know. Because I don't know if I really want it here. I don't, well. It'll do. No, wait, wrong one. Here. Well, shit. Anywhere I want to put it is gum, isn't it? Okay, no. This might not work how I thought. Because everything's gum. Fuck. If I put the... And I can't put them... Hang on, let me think. Okay, I'll figure it out. Yeah, I can't put them in the same direction, and this one... And if I put one on gum, I don't think it can come around here, because, you know... Gum tiles do not have a limit restriction for... Or... The way they work is not limited for, you know, flying units, regardless of whether that actually makes sense. And, may as well smack this guy one so his boulder isn't blocking anything. That'll have to do for now. Okay. So I could just have Hound Mech run over here and smack the roach onto that tile. That'd be about right. And I could then, well, if I had, notionally, if I had drones here and here, I could put this Hornet onto that spawn. Though I need to deal with this guy first. I guess I can have the satellite just blast here and put this guy there. I was thinking about having the satellite straight up kill this termite, because it's not like I need to kill nothing, but I don't quite have the range, and it might be easier to just do it like this. Although that puts the boulder somewhere I didn't want it, but Camilla doesn't care, and the Swarm Mech can pretty much manage, I think. Ah, well. Things I do for a rep. Anyway. much as I'd like to watch that happen, this is better. And I suppose if I need to, next mission I can just have the satellite blast the Hornet out of existence. Which may end up happening. Though... Or the Termite's more likely at this rate. Swarm Mech could handle this fuck. I'm kind of thinking a drone shoves the Hornet back onto this tile and another drone blocks here while... There's not really a good position for this guy. I might just get over here and have the satellite blast this thing to smithereens and then just break this rock or something. Actually, how many tiles can I think if I don't mind Swarm Mech being on this gum for a turn, I could... No, wait, it doesn't work. I could, if nothing else, put the Hornet on one and a drone on that one. Because I don't... Ugh. Yeah, there just isn't a good angle for the Hound Mech to do anything useful if I have to get over here and... I'd rather have more Vec than I'd like next turn than end up fucking around too much with putting my units on gum. Because, you know, gum, right? Though, if things were oriented different, I'd rather block this tile than one of the gums, because, you know, a unit on gum can't do that much. But, no point overthinking things. I have plenty of leeway for killing Vec next turn. In fact, I can kill all three of them if I really need to. You know, theoretically. If I had the ability. Which I probably don't. Huh. Oh, I guess the Roach cared more about not getting hit by this Hornet than it did about, you know, attacking something. Which is fine, I guess. It is permitted. But, I can... Well, okay, the satellite could just... Actually, if I have the satellite pop here, I think I could get this Hornet killed by Swarm Mech. Just have drones go here and smack these two against each other. I think that works. And then nothing else matters over much. Because this gingerbread weirdo is the one that needs XP. And now everybody's happy except the Vec. And I don't know if Vec have emotions. Except for the Raging Scion, I guess it absolutely does. See? This lady knows what's up. Ooh, if only I were using, you know, more weapons. But who would ever need such things? Alright, now where are we at? One more? Okay, this probably doable. I don't usually take damage from much but the Hound Mech. 3 frozen... This one's not too bad usually. But, or this... Well, the cookies are funny but get messy. This one's probably the simplest in this case. So I don't fuck around with, you know, the freezing thing. Now then, where was I? Okay. It would simplify things if I just put the 2 ground pounders up here. Though... On the other hand, the Nova satellite can just wipe out any single one of these bastards if need be, so... I don't really care if a roach gets somewhere mildly inconvenient this turn. Since I'm allowed to kill all the Vec I want this turn, and, are there really no alphas on turn 1? Because I thought on hard difficulty the Vec usually started scaling up a lot faster than this. Not complaining, just curious, you know. Alright, so, I could just get over here, have the Nova satellite kill this roach, and then Hound Mech can run over here and smack the Hornet up. And then Swarm Mech can, you know, I guess get over here, put... positioning, no. Yeah, get, like, here maybe, put a drone here and another here so they can block this spawn and ram that roach onto that spawn. Seems easy enough, I think. Well. Kai has really paid off for me, I suppose. Wait, I should probably have Swarm Mech do its thing first. Because I need to avoid sticking one of my drones onto the rainbow at the wrong moment. Wait, I can't run through friendly units with Hound Mech? On the other hand, I guess I could have put the drone here instead of there. Well, shit. That's important to know, I suppose. So, let's make sure I can do what I need to do here. And if I can't, I'll survive. Actually, yeah, I can just do like this. I suppose there had to be some limit to Hound Mech's almighty power of running all over the map. And maybe I shouldn't have blocked both those, but, you know, whatever. If I fuck this up, I don't deserve to live, you know? You know, I would have liked to leave the gum one unblocked. Because that's where, well, okay, I've already discussed this, and, but that's where the roach was, so it can't be helped. And, the Nova satellite can just, shoot that mountain to remind everyone that it's there. Oh shit, the Scion, right, yeah, should probably kill that. I'll probably have Hound Mech ram the Scion onto that spawn, you know, to show the flag, as it were. Alright, and then, yeah. Swarm Mech can do Swarm Mech things. You know how it is. And I can leave this gum thing unblocked at last. And probably could have stood to let one more out for XP, but like I said, there's generally plenty of XP as things go on. Alright, so first I'm gonna... I think Swarm Mech deserves some XP today, so... Just need to get Hound Mech over here, and... break that one against her. Whee! Totally pointless, but kind of awesome. Crazy lady gone too far. She thinks I'm eating candy corn. Anyway. Oh, the Plasmodius frozen? I'm guessing that won't last, but you know. Alright, so how bad? Okay, 6? Yeah, I think I'll live. Are there seriously only 2 unfrozen Vec counting the boss to start? I'm not really complaining, I'm just slightly baffled. Hang on, how's this go? 3 range. Oh, it's gonna target this one to fuck with me. Yeah, I'll just... Maybe I can get it to come at my guys. Huh, that actually worked. I, hadn't really thought about that. Okay, so... I'm inclined to just, start blocking spawns with my guys over here, have Hound Mech smack this thing, and... let Nova Satellite go to work on the boss. Because next turn, the satellite can wipe the boss out completely. And that's all I really need. And if the other 2 mechs can take on the, you know, non-bosses this turn, then I think we're clean. Yeah, okay, I think we've got this, crew. Tempting as it is to make the boss spawn block, I'd rather just make kill of the bastard. It would be amusing to ram the roach twice onto a spawn, but that's stupid when I can just, you know, do this and let it ride. Always gotta be roaches, huh? Okay, now maybe it's a good idea to, Okay, so I could have Swarm Mech block here, shoves drones up and down, have, the satellite blast this roach, and then shove the roach onto the spawn, and, oh, shit, maybe I should, If this is gonna be on fire, then I only need to do less damage. So smacking it into the other roach would actually work, wouldn't it? Alright. I think the wacky thing I'm about to do is going to work, but I'll reset if it doesn't. It's not like I won't be okay. Alright, I think I'm clean here. Oh, that's just how I like it. And fire damage first, so I should be good on this. Okay, so this one's got 5, right? Okay. So I think I can work with that. Can I? Just trying to think how I can... I mean, I can definitely kill this thing. I was just trying to think if I can get a kill with Swarm Mech. I don't know that I... Okay, no, wait. Yeah, this won't work out. Since it didn't come direct, it counts as a group kill. Or a no particular mech kill, however you want to describe such things. I have to agree, Kai. Ooh, Prosperity. I don't remember how guarded works, but it's got to be more useful than what's guarded. Hang on. Is guarded the stable? Flying would be nice on Swarm Mech, I guess. Let me think here. Technician is nice, but Swarm Mech isn't taking a lot of hits. Now 3. Do I want damage on hunting legs? Not a bad thought, really. I might actually want that one. What have I got? Ooh, Force Amp. Okay, considering how much I have been abusing the shit out of my, swarm drones and whatnot, or scout drones from Swarm Mech, I mean. That would be good. Do I want... Prospero is good. Guarded is a bit mediocre. Well, not so much that it's bad, but it's not super useful, and Technician is nice. And Swarm Mech, of all things, isn't... Well... Excuse me. Though, of course, hardly needs another movement skill with flying. And I won't regret having flying if Nautilus gets complicated, will I? So, sorry, awesome name Gingerbread Man. You have been cast out beyond regard. And I'm probably gonna spend for the +2 damage, though, and wait for the next time pot or whatever to get... What is it? Flying, right. It'll be fine, I think. Well, flying and or Force Amp. Anyway, thank you for watching. Ah, fuck my life. Thank you for watching, and join me next time for part 3.